Recorded Books presents The Liar's Guide to the Night Sky by Brianna R. Shrum. Narrated by Justis Bolding. Chapter 1. It isn't that I don't want to be here, as much as it is that if the devil were to show up at these hipster-ass crossroads in horn-rimmed glasses and a waxed mustache and happen to offer me transport out in exchange for my soul, I'd take it. I don't hate Colorado. I don't hate ski slopes. I don't even hate the sharp-toothed bite of the cold in my calves, the numb in my toes. I almost like the way it hurts when I sit by the fire in the lodge and ice-pick feeling returns to the frozen items I used to call fingers. It prickles. It hurts. But it makes me feel like life is returning to pieces of me. So, no, I don't really hate any of it. It's just that, God, I loved Massachusetts. I hate that I even think it past tense, like, oh right, Massachusetts died. I don't loved it. I do still love it. If I close my eyes, I can still smell the bright, crisp fog off the Connecticut River, clinging to my clothes when I strayed a little too close to the water. I shut them tight, but not so tight that it doesn't dissipate in an instant. Here, outside this ski lodge, it smells like weed, like skunk rot and smoke. And well, you know what they say. Where there's smoke, there's Jonah. I can hear him laughing over all the rest of them. Who knows how many of my cousins and their significant others and their who-knows-whoevers. I want to go find them. I want to distract myself with what they're smoking. I want to know what it is Jonah's laughing about so loud. But I'm not really allowed. I don't know how intensely your parents can really ground you 2 months out from 18, but if I'm hanging out alone in the dark anywhere Jonah Ramirez is, and I come back to the suite smelling like weed, I'll find out. My parents are kind of assholes about my dad's brother's kids, Jolie and Jackson. Maddening, the same letter first name thing. Thank God they stopped it too. Everyone knows it's more about the super family drama on the CW history between my dad and my uncle than it is about Jolie and Jackson. But my cousins have given my parents enough reasons, I guess, for them to feel okay about being total jerks. Jolie is cool, but a little artsy, a little follow your heart, a little vegan for their tastes. And Jackson, well, Jackson is a fucking disaster. I like him because he always shows up to family gatherings in clothes that are super politically inflammatory, and his hair is always cut weird and different, and he always finds me and talks to me like he cares about what I think about anything. He drops F-bombs too loud and has too many tattoos, and the same shit I think is great about Jackson Jacob is the same shit my parents can't stand about him. Side note, Dad and Uncle Ruben pretend they hate each other because of 4 decades of bad blood that everyone knows about but no one's allowed to mention. But I don't know. If I'm putting money on it, I'd say it's gotta be this bullshit. Jackson and Jolie Jacob. Jackson and Jolie Jacob. How much can you really trust people who do this to their children on purpose? It's complicated, I guess. Always eggshells when we're together, because my parents make a big show out of being disapproving of Uncle Ruben and, by extension, his wife and their offspring. And Uncle Ruben plays back, and I have to pretend I'm not on my cousin's side. But they don't outright ban me from hanging out with them. There's a line, I guess. They just say uppity things the second we leave, acting like we escaped something when we head back to Massachusetts after a weekend, because that's all they can handle. Getting to big family events as late as possible and leaving as early as semi-politeness allows. They don't like to hear me talk much about
Sample complete. Ready to continue?